Every morning for 2 weeks, as soon as you waken, predict your death and write it down. For instance, quote, by choking in 11 years, 4 months, 2 weeks, 6 days, 12:18 p.m., unquote. Then, starting at the tips of your toes, touch your cells of skin and nails. Feel bones, your pulse, hair. Feel your moving body in the morning, always moving as long as you live. You are moving blood through veins, moving thoughts through dreams. Every morning for 2 weeks, touch every inch of your body's surface and your holes, moist and dry. As soon as you finish this reaffirming ritual, write a poem from your moving blood and the thoughts of the dream, and combine that living poem with the prediction of your death. So that's the exercise. I'm going to read just a handful of these poems from the exercise. And I'm going to start off with the date of each one. Thursday, July 29th, 2010. By choking in 11 years, 4 months, 2 weeks, 6 days, 12:18 p.m. When I win the lottery, I want my legs amputated, and 2 beautiful peg legs, wooden of course. Frank Sherlock says it's a very bad idea. He says I should reconsider, seriously reconsider. I want peg legs, but he says I'll regret it. He might be right. But what I really want is to have my real legs, the ones I don't want, cremated, because what I really want is to scatter my own ashes. I thought about getting liposuction and having the fat cremated, but it's not the same, because I can eat more delicious donuts and grow it back. It doesn't count. It has to be something missing for good, you know. But to spread my own ashes is something I love thinking about, and the cheerful sound of my peg legs on Philadelphia sidewalks. Wednesday, July 28th, 2010. By tornado in 16 years, 5 months, 2 weeks, 6 days, 8:49 a.m. I'm trying to make the tree ring. I mean this. You know what I mean. Exactly, yes. I'm trying to make the tree ring. It's fortunate more leaves don't cover us in the process. I'm open to abstraction. On this page, a painting, literally more abstraction, lost in copious design. Some of the orange signs tell us exactly how you go if you drive, or abstract winnings of extractable longitudes. Looters display winning contents on the mattress, a winning collage. Things you use are losing the way to get at trying to make the tree ring. An effort. You say an effort, but you also say mayonnaise does it better, so then mayonnaise it. Father was drunk and yelling, and rule number 9, everybody dies. Upon hearing rule number 9, Frank suddenly forgot all other rules. Frank grew crows for hands. It was a difficult childhood. At dinner during prayer, his crows flapped, excited in the name of the Lord. Frank, keep still, Mother hollered. Did you wash your crows? Did you wash your filthy, stinking crows? When Father died, Frank was found straddling him, his crows picking the 7 gold fillings. Frank saw a giant eat a park bench with her vagina, drink a swimming pool with her vagina. I saw her swallow the baby and spit out the crib, Frank said. He tiptoed past her snoring uterus one night and heard a few familiar voices cry out. Father is still dead, Frank told the award-winning taxidermist. Yes, he certainly is. Please do it to me too. I already told you, Frank, not until you die. I've got a busy day. I'll send you the bill for your father. Oh. So, and the only time I would want to go back in time would be to go back to when I was that child reading Mad Dog Black Lady and say, you know, you're going to be reading with her one day in 2010. So I'm very excited. I'm very proud to be reading, very excited to be reading with Wanda.
Letter to my older sister. She died before christening, therefore had no name, but I will gladly lend her one of mine. Dear Georgiana, Mama followed the stars in those days. Do you suppose she blames me for your death? And two, Papa's mother died on my horizon. Have your lives been absorbed into mine? Have I lived you well? Is that what Mama holds against me, your eternal breathlessness? Would she have loved me more had you lived, if not more, then at least without fear? Papa accepted me as his, although too much his in my stubbornness. If your death hurt him, it must have been the lesser hurt. As I've observed of men, the adage seems true. Had you lived, perhaps you would have done better in fulfilling your duties to Mother. You would have taken care of her affairs better. You would have married within the race. You would have made her proud without reservations. You would have had her breasts and good hair. Forgive the brevity of this letter, Georgiana. I am demanded elsewhere. I'll write again later, hoping we'll have more to share. Please think my questions over carefully before you answer, and if you can't be kind, please be fair. Meditation on a glass half empty, half full. On average, how many sips per half? How many sips quench? Are we talking shot, cocktail, highball, goblet, or chalice? Fresh, briny, or rain? Pure, filtered, polluted? Artesian or aerated? Dry, sweet, or heavy? Young or aged? What is the potential for filling? Refill? Are there additional resources accessible, such as a refrigerator, tap, decanter, thermos, or liquor store across the street? Is this to be shared or enjoyed in privacy? To what extent is degree of thirst a factor? Get your butt in here, Dad. I's got Johnny cake and gumbo galore. I's got peach brandy, night train, and Concord grape. I got some mighty whitey reefer and some backdoor toot. The evenings are darling, but the mornings are brute. Get your butt in here, Dad. Let's get down. Among the stars out the sky, make them fishes drown. The warmth of many bones are stirring my Jones. Memories return to slay my sorrow. I make my bed today. I make my bed today. I make my bed today and my blues tomorrow. Wanda, this poem is composed of things that were actually said to me, so I'll say them to you. Wanda, why aren't you dead? Wanda, when you gonna wear your hair down? Wanda, that's a whore's name. Wanda, why ain't you rich? Wanda, you know no man in his right mind want a ready-made family. Why don't you lose weight? Wanda, why are you so angry? How come your feet are so goddamn big? Can't you afford to move out of this hellhole? If I were you, Wanda, what is it like being black? I hear you don't like black men. Tell me you're AC/DC. Tell me you're a nympho. Tell me you're into chains. Wanda, I don't think you really mean that. You're joking. Girl, you crazy. Wanda, what makes you so angry? Wanda, I think you need this. Wanda, you have no humor in you. You're too serious. Wanda, I didn't know I was hurting you. That was an accident. Wanda, I know what you're thinking. Wanda, I don't think they'll take that off of you. Wanda, why are you so angry? I'm sorry. I didn't remember that. I didn't remember that was so important to you. Wanda, you're always on the attack. Wanda,